It's Jess with Another Trainer Talk, and this time I'm talking about salt, and not just any salt, the pink stuff. First of all, let me say that I am not choosing to promote the pink stuff because I like the color pink. It's actually not my favorite color at all. However, this pink salt tends to do a host of benefits for your body that regular table salt does not. And a lot of people like to say BS, but I'll say BS to their BS. Anyway, so both the pink stuff and the white stuff are 98% sodium chloride, which is the sodium. And we do need about 2,300 micrograms of sodium a day. Most of that, 75% of that, typically comes from the processed foods that we eat, and we often overeat salt. Salt is very important. It helps calm us down. It helps prevent muscle cramps, maintain fluid retention, prevents dehydration. The dehydration and the cramps thing is often why a lot of athletes look for electrolyte-based drinks, which means salt, during their activity because they need to rebalance their salt intake. But one of the biggest things that differentiate this between the regular white table stuff is that this is non-processed, often mined by hand, and even though it is 98% sodium chloride, the last 2% is made up of about 84, something like that, different type of trace minerals, many of which are like magnesium, potassium, calcium, stuff like that, things that we need that many of us are actually deficient in our diets. Regular white table salt is 98% sodium chloride, but the last 2%, first of all, it's very heavily processed. All the minerals have been taken out. And then the last 2% is iodine. And we do need iodine. It is very important. But we can get that via seafood and other avenues of the life. We don't have to get it from our salt, particularly when you're getting so much salt out of all of those processed foods that we often tend to eat, things that come in a box, pre-made stuff. Even good, healthy salads and soups at restaurants, they have a lot more salt than you think. And we usually go above and beyond. And as good as salt is, we do need to avoid overeating it. So that's one nice thing about the pink Himalayan salt, is because number one, if you eat minimally processed stuff, whole foods, you're not going to be getting excess salt. So you might actually find that you're craving salt because you need the sodium. This is a lot more salty than regular salt, so you use a lot less for the same amount of flavor. So someone who is battling issues and they are told by their doctor to avoid salt or minimize their salt, this would definitely be the way to go. And as for the fact that the trace minerals are 84 of them for 2% of what this stuff is, people call it, whatever their trace, they don't really make that much of a difference. I'm going to say it makes enough of a difference that it changes the physical composition of this, right? I mean, it's pink, and it's grainy, and it's chunkier, and it's a lot more salty. And if you can change the actual physical effects of something, even if it's just a trace amount of something, it's obviously not a little bit. It's enough to change the chemical composition. So it's BS to your BS. But anyway, I definitely recommend you try it. It's absolutely wonderful stuff. And again, you don't want to overeat anything, good, bad, or otherwise. But Connie, me, Jean, the dietitian, we all like this pink stuff. And again, it's not because it's pink. But if you have any other questions, give us a call. That's why we're here. We want to help you out. We want to clarify any confusion. Have a great day, and thanks for checking in.